People walked past her like she was invisible, just a little girl on the side of the street, her clothes tattered, her voice trembling through an old plastic microphone. She couldn't have been more than 10. Yet every afternoon, she stood there, in front of the hospital gates, singing to the men in the wheelchair, a frail, sunken-eyed billionaire who used to rule boardrooms, now too weak to even lift a spoon. The girl sang with a voice that could silence the street's chaos, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Raw. Heartfelt. Her eyes were closed every time she sang, as if she was pouring her whole soul out through each note. And he, the billionaire, just sat there, his nurse behind him, eyes locked on her face as if she was the only thing keeping him breathing. And then one day, a single dad named Aaron noticed. He had just finished his double shift as a construction foreman, his boots caked with mud, his shirt stained with sweat and time. His 5-year-old son, Noah, sat quietly beside him in the pickup, sipping juice from a straw. It had become their routine, drive by the hospital on the way home, stop by the corner stand for snacks. But that day, something made Aaron pull over. He turned down the radio and watched. The girl was singing again. The man was crying. Aaron didn't know why it hit him so hard, but it did. Maybe it was the way her tiny fingers gripped the mic like it was her only weapon in the world. Or maybe it was the way the billionaire's hands trembled, not from illness, but from emotion. Whatever it was, it reached right inside him and squeezed. The next day, Aaron did something he hadn't done in years. He came back, alone this time, and watched again. Then the day after that. Until finally, curiosity pushed him to step closer. He asked the nurse, "Who is she?" The nurse glanced at the girl, then at the man. "Her name's Lila. She's not his daughter. Not even a relative. She just started coming here 2 weeks ago. Says she wants to sing the pain away. We tried to stop her at first, but Mr. Bennett begged us not to." Mr. Bennett, the billionaire. The same man who once owned half the city's skyline. Now dying from stage 4 pancreatic cancer, alone. No family left. No friends. No heirs. No one, except a girl with nothing to give but her voice. Aaron was moved, but also haunted. Who was this girl? Why was she here? Why did she care? He followed her that day, not out of suspicion, but out of concern. She walked nearly 3 miles to an abandoned building, where she slipped through a broken door. Inside, Aaron found something that broke him. A mattress on the floor. An old lamp. One broken guitar. And a single photo of Lila with her mother, both smiling. The mother looked much younger. Alive. Aaron stepped in, his heart pounding. "Where's your mom?" Lila looked up. She didn't cry. She just spoke in a small, matter-of-fact voice. "She died. 2 months ago. She used to sing to me when I was scared. Now I sing to Mr. Bennett. Because he looks scared too." Aaron knelt beside her, tears already in his eyes. "Where's your dad?" She shrugged. "Never met him." In that moment, Aaron knew. He couldn't walk away. He wouldn't. The very next day, he brought food. Then a blanket. Then clothes. Then slowly, carefully, he talked to social workers, local charities, anyone who would listen. He didn't have much himself, just his job, his truck, and his son. But he gave all he could. Meanwhile, something remarkable was happening. Mr. Bennett, once given only weeks to live, was improving. Not medically, but emotionally. His doctors were stunned. He started eating. Talking. Laughing. And always, he asked for Lila. Aaron started bringing Noah too. The 3 of them would sit on the hospital lawn while Lila sang. Aaron would sometimes strum a guitar he borrowed from a friend. Noah clapped along. And Mr. Bennett, he would beam like a man who had finally remembered what it felt like to be alive. Weeks turned into months. Then came the day Mr. Bennett called Aaron and Lila to his room. He handed them a letter. "I don't have much time left," he said, his voice cracking. "But I have one last thing to do. Lila, your voice gave me more peace than all my money ever did. Aaron, your kindness showed me what family means. I was rich once. But I never felt wealthy, until now. In that letter, Mr. Bennett had rewritten his will. He left Lila a trust fund for education, music lessons, and a home, with Aaron as her legal guardian, if he accepted. Aaron cried harder than he had in years. He looked at Lila, then at Noah, and simply said, "Welcome home." The video of Lila singing at Mr. Bennett's memorial went viral. Millions watched the clip. This tiny girl, standing in a new dress, her eyes closed, her voice trembling through the same old mic. Behind her stood Aaron, holding Noah's hand. And in the end, it wasn't just about music. Or money. Or death. It was about how one little girl gave a dying man something no doctor could, a reason to live. And how one single dad with nothing to spare gave a stranger everything he had, and got a family in return.